Extraordinary Valerie Gordon is back in our kitchen. We're so excited to have her just in time for Valentine's Day. And today she's showing us how to make a decadent, beautiful champagne chocolate tart. It's so much more than that, really, Valerie.
And so easy.
It's so easy to make.
Eat.
Don't be. It goes down really smooth, Mark.
Yeah.
But it's also super easy to put together.
Okay.
No rolling pins, no complications.
Okay.
Yes.
You think you can make this?
No.
But you can eat it.
I can eat it.
You can
Watch
eat
someone
it.
make it really well.
Also joining us at our counter who are also going to eat it very easily. Red
It is.
crust,
It
correct?
is. So shortbread is just made of 3 ingredients. It's butter, flour, and powdered sugar. And the great thing about this is it is a method called a press crust. So all you have to do is put a little bit of pre-made dough. So you just put this dough together, chill it for a little bit, and look, it's like Play-Doh. It's really, really easy.
How long do you chill it?
Just about 20 to 30 minutes.
That's it.
Pull it out, and then you literally just press it into the crust. So, and you can make almost like a little boat to hold the champagne ganache by pressing it up the edges. And don't worry if it's slightly imperfect in the bottom.
Because you're not
I'm
going to
not
see it,
waiting.
huh?
You don't need to.
I'm not
Oh, you guys go.
No,
Dig
exactly.
in. No, dig in,
Go
please.
for
Don't be polite, just
Don't be
indulge.
shy.
Exactly. So, if you can make a really easy cookie dough, you can make this crust.
So this is perfect for
That's
the home
perfect.
baker.
It's gorgeous. And then all you do, right? So you do want to make sure that you go up on the edges just a little bit. So you have something to contain all of that luscious champagne ganache.
Okay.
And then we chill that for a little bit, and we're going to pop that in the oven.
I love the
Yeah.
individual ones.
Individual.
This is
Exactly.
so cute.
And
Okay.
romantic.
So in the oven for how long?
About 20 minutes until you see just a teeny bit of tan on the edge.
At what temperature?
At 350 degrees, which is really like, it's the go-to baking temperature.
Okay.
And you want it to look like this. So you see, you could pick it up. It looks just like a cookie, right? Just a little bit of a tan in the bottom. Super easy.
So you need them to cool for just a few minutes.
You do.
Okay.
You do, but you don't want them to be cold because that will set up the ganache too quickly.
Okay,
we're
which
about to
leads
make.
us to the ganache.
Yes.
Oh my ganache,
All right.
this is delicious.
Don't be scared of ganache. That's my big, big lesson today. So all we did is we just melted this chocolate in the microwave. You can also do it in a double boiler. This is majority milk chocolate with just a little bit of bittersweet chocolate.
Why
I know.
not? I would have thought
I
you would have
know.
gone bitter.
I know.
Sweet or
I
tart.
knew that would throw you,
I
Debbie.
can't believe you would do that.
So the
Chocolate
flavor of champagne comes out much more in the milk chocolate. Are you getting that? Do you all get that very aggressive champagne flavor?
Because
So-
the dark chocolate is too bitter.
It's too intense.
Oh, interesting.
It's too intense. So we are going in right now with a little bit of room temperature or slightly warmed cream. Do not use this directly out of the refrigerator because the chocolate will, again, it'll set up too quickly.
Okay.
So we are stirring this until it's emulsified.
Nice,
That's
love
our
it.
big vocabulary word today.
Big word.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was like $20.
I was impressed
On.
with Ganache.
I know.
Right?
You guys.
Right? Okay, so then you want to put, full fat butter. And
So the
don't
butter
use
goes
salted
first?
butter. Don't use salted butter.
Okay.
Because it will throw off the flavor of the ganache.
Okay.
And you want to make sure that this is entirely melted. I know. I know.
Oh my ganache.
I know.
I just want to eat that right
So
now.
we have like 2 parts chocolate, 1 part butter here. We're going to make sure this is totally, come on.
You
And
don't
then,
need anything else. That's
Debbie,
perfect.
so slow. So slow. So don't rush the champagne.
Oh.
It's like a long romantic night.
Oh.
Just let it slowly
like a nice
go in
long-
there.
Wow.
I know.
I am really, it's interesting.
All the romance. We're about to dust with gold.
It is a song.
Yeah, it's interesting that, does it get bubbly in here?
It does
Would it be
get
like
bubbly.
a carbonated
I know.
chocolate?
Well, no, the bubbles go away. The bubbles
Okay.
go away because it all, look at how it all just sort of is starting to absorb by the chocolate.
It really
Keep going,
is.
Keep going.
Well-
And then we're going to add a little bit of cognac.
Which I thought was very, very interesting to put champagne and cognac
Let's
together.
go. Let's go. Don't be
Where
shy.
did you come up with that idea?
So it's not crazy to do this because what it does is it actually makes the flavor of the champagne a little bit more forward. Champagne, cognac tastes almost like a really, really intense champagne. So then you see this is kind of has like a pudding-like texture to it.
It
Do you
really
see
does.
that?
I could just eat it like
Yep.
that, right?
So then what we're going to
You
do,
could bathe it.
Debbie, I'm going to have you
Delicious.
pour those into these shells.
What?
Yeah, and through the magic of television, you've got this, honey. You've
Okay.
got this.
We're straight from the
We're gonna
bowl?
pull out
There's
some
no way.
pre-chilled.
I know.
No, this is
I'm
not.
taking bets. I'm taking bets.
We have pre-chilled ganache tarts
I
here.
would pass and go.
Yep.
Just came out of the
Gotta
fridge.
do it. She's
Come
gonna
on,
do
go with
it.
it.
She's
Go
gonna
with
do
the
it.
box or with the
Thank
honey.
you, Valerie.
This is good.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Oh,
Thank
Okay.
Oh, I knew there was a technique to
That's
this.
a big tool, guys.
That was not
That's
fair.
a big tool.
There
Okay,
we go.
so then we have something called edible gold. This is 23 karat edible gold. It's very gorgeous and it makes it romantic and fancy. So you can also get, ooh, look at that.
But that
Look
way,
at that.
so it's edible, but it's gold.
Oh yeah, this is gold.
So you're saying that
Look
my
at
self-worth is just going
that.
up if I've eaten it.
Right?
Oh my.
So you're getting the chocolate, the champagne, and the gold in one fell swoop.
That is good as
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah.
Now,
So fun.
how do you feel about just eating
Yep.
it like that?
I feel okay about it.
Okay.
But I think that this is fancier.
It is
It's
fancy.
fancier.
It's
It is.
Oh, Debbie's good.
You might get a little buzz.
It is much fancier.
Yeah.
It's
Woo!
wow.
I know. I know.
I know.
Wrong, Valerie. Okay, I didn't expect all that. There you go.
It's not a joke, sweetie. But don't you want to serve this
Oh,
on
yeah.
Valentine's Day?
I don't know if I'll be able to try
Right?
it home.
You can all do it.
Bring your ID.
Yeah.
Yes.
So wait,
exactly.
you just put that in the
You
refrigerator
just
to
put it in
set
the
up,
refrigerator.
which
It sets up right away. You top it with gold. You serve it to your honey, and you're set.
means there's no baking off of that
There's
alcohol.
no baking off of that alcohol.
I would have to say have a designated
Yes.
relationship.
Yes.
What
And
do you
look,
think of that?
You guys enjoy
It's
it?
so fancy.
Wonderful. More information on Valerie. She says stop by her website, ValerieConfections.com.
Yay.
This recipe can be found on our website. By the way, we have a Valentine's Day cookbook available on our website. We're going to put everything together. You could just one click download.